It had indeed been a shining road of happiness, which Rebekah had trod since she had left her far-distant home to become the wife of Isaac. And perhaps the greatest happiness of all had come when her twin babies were born, and they told her that God had sent her 2 little sons. Now, although the babies were twins, they were not in the least alike, and the older they grew, the more different they became. Esau, the elder, was a big, strong boy, fond of working in the open air, a keen hunter, loving all kinds of out-of-door sports. He was rough-looking, too, beside his smooth-faced, gentle brother Jacob, who was a thoughtful, quiet boy, quite content to do indoor work, and caring very little for rough games or the excitement of hunting. It was Jacob who was his mother's favorite. She had always loved him best. It displeased her to think that Esau, with his rough ways and rough looks, was to be lord of all, was to have his father's blessing as well as the birthright, and that Jacob, her quiet, beautiful boy, should have nothing. There was always an echo in her heart of God's words, "The elder shall serve the younger." But if his mother loved Jacob best, it was on Esau that all his father's hopes and love were fixed. Isaac delighted in the wild adventures and strength of his hunter son. He loved the strong, hairy hands which were so skillful in the use of weapons, and the rough looks of his son only filled him with pride. When Esau entered, he brought with him the wild fragrance of the woods and hills, which clung even to his clothes, and it rejoiced his father's heart. In many ways, it was Jacob who was the cleverer of the 2 boys. But it was this very cleverness which sometimes led him into crooked ways and taught him to take a mean advantage of his brother.